As we embark on this gentle exploration of our planet's most powerful tremors, we kindly invite you to share where you are listening from and what time it is for you right now. If you find comfort and curiosity in our musings on the natural world, we would be grateful for your subscription, allowing you to join us on many more journeys into the wonders of science and history. Today, we find ourselves contemplating the immense forces beneath our feet, the colossal events known as earthquakes. These geological phenomena have been shaping the Earth's surface for millions of years, carving landscapes, altering ecosystems, and even influencing human history in subtle and profound ways. Earthquakes, in their essence, are the Earth's way of releasing built-up stress. Imagine the planet as a living entity, its outer shell in constant motion, albeit often imperceptibly. Its outer shell in constant motion. Tectonic plates, vast slabs of the Earth's lithosphere, float atop the semi-fluid asthenosphere beneath, grinding past one another, colliding and pulling apart. It is within the boundaries of these tectonic plates that we find the seeds of seismic activity, waiting to unleash their energy. The magnitude of an earthquake, a term familiar to many, is a measure of the energy released during such an event. The Richter scale, once the standard for quantifying this energy, has largely been supplanted by the moment magnitude scale. This newer scale offers a more comprehensive assessment, considering various seismic parameters to provide a more accurate representation of an earthquake's true scale. While the Richter scale is a logarithmic measure, meaning each whole number increase represents a tenfold increase in amplitude and roughly 31.6 times more energy release, the moment magnitude scale refines this concept. It captures the seismic moment, a calculation derived from the fault slip, the area of the fault that slipped, and the rigidity of the rocks involved. This approach allows scientists to articulate the power of an earthquake with greater precision, especially for the largest events. However, numbers alone cannot fully convey the experience of an earthquake. For those who live in seismically active regions, the sensation is a visceral one. The ground trembles, buildings sway, and a primal understanding of Earth's raw power is felt. Yet, amidst the chaos and destruction that such events can bring, there exists a profound beauty in the natural processes at work. So, as we proceed, let us take a moment to appreciate the profound interconnectedness of the Earth's systems. Each earthquake, in its own way, is a testament to the dynamic nature of our planet, a reminder of the powerful forces that govern our world, and an invitation to explore, to learn, and to grow in our appreciation of the natural wonders that surround us. The Earth, our home, is a dynamic and ever-changing planet. Its surface, often perceived as solid and unyielding, is in fact a stage for immense forces, quietly shifting and reshaping the world over geological timescales. Beneath us, tectonic plates, colossal slabs of the Earth's lithosphere, move with a slow but relentless purpose, driven by the heat and energy emanating from the planet's core. To understand the fundamentals of earthquakes, we must first delve into this hidden realm of tectonic movements. The Earth's crust is divided into several major and minor plates, floating atop the semi-fluid asthenosphere. These plates are in constant motion, albeit at a rate of just a few centimeters per year, a pace akin to the growth of human fingernails. Yet, even such gradual movements can accumulate significant stress along the boundaries where plates interact. These boundaries, known as fault lines, are the crucibles where earthquakes are born. There are three primary types of plate boundaries: divergent, convergent, and transform. At divergent boundaries, plates pull apart from one another, typically resulting in volcanic activity as magma rises to fill the gap. Convergent boundaries, on the other hand, are sites of collision, where one plate is forced beneath another in a process called subduction. It is here that some of the most powerful earthquakes occur, as the subducting slab grinds against the overriding plate, storing energy that can be released in a dramatic rupture. Finally, transform boundaries are characterized by lateral sliding of plates past one another, as exemplified by the San Andreas Fault in California. These boundaries are particularly prone to generating earthquakes as stress accumulates along the jagged edges of the sliding plates. When the stress between these massive slabs of rock exceeds the friction holding them in place, they suddenly slip, releasing energy in the form of seismic waves. It is these waves that we perceive as the ground shaking during an earthquake. The point within the Earth where this slip initiates is called the focus or hypocenter, while the point directly above it on the surface is known as the epicenter. Seismic waves are the crucial messengers of an earthquake's power, and they come in several forms. The primary waves, or P waves, are the fastest, traveling through the Earth at incredible speeds and reaching seismographs first. They compress and expand the material they move through, akin to the action of a slinky. Following them are the secondary waves, or S waves, which move with a shearing motion, shaking the ground perpendicular to their direction of travel. Unlike P waves, S waves cannot traverse liquids, a property that provides scientists valuable insights into the Earth's inner structure. Lastly, as these waves reach the surface, they generate surface waves, which, despite being slower, often cause the most damage due to their larger amplitude and longer duration. These waves can make the ground ripple much like water, leading to the dramatic and often devastating effects associated with earthquakes. The magnitude of an earthquake, a measure of its energy release, is commonly quantified using the Richter scale, or, more accurately in modern terms, the moment magnitude scale. Each increment on these scales represents a tenfold increase in amplitude of the seismic waves and approximately 31.6 times more energy release. This exponential nature explains why a magnitude 7 earthquake is significantly more destructive than a magnitude 6, even though the numbers differ by only 1 unit. Understanding earthquakes requires more than just recognizing the mechanics of tectonic movements and seismic waves. It also involves appreciating their profound implications for human societies. Earthquakes have shaped civilizations, altered landscapes, and prompted advancements in engineering and architecture. Throughout history, they have inspired myths and legends, as ancient peoples sought to explain the mysterious and often terrifying movements of the ground beneath their feet. Today, scientists continue to study earthquakes not only to understand their causes, but also to mitigate their impacts. The field of seismology, which began in earnest in the late 19th century, has evolved dramatically with advances in technology. Networks of seismometers now span the globe, detecting and recording seismic activity with remarkable precision. This data not only helps in the immediate aftermath of an earthquake, but also contributes to long-term research and understanding of tectonic processes. Despite these advances, predicting precisely when and where an earthquake will occur remains an elusive goal. The complexity and variability of the Earth's crust, coupled with the immense range of scales involved, make earthquake prediction a formidable challenge. However, ongoing research into early warning systems and risk assessment continues to improve our ability to respond to these natural phenomena. In exploring the fundamentals of earthquakes, we find ourselves peering into a world that is both familiar and alien. The ground beneath us, seemingly stable, is a theater of powerful forces and complex interactions. By understanding these forces, we gain not only a deeper appreciation for the living Earth, but also the knowledge needed to coexist with its ever-present dynamism. As we continue to study and learn, we are reminded that the Earth, in all its vibrancy and motion, is a remarkable planet, one that commands our curiosity and respect. In the early afternoon of May 22, 1960, the world witnessed a seismic event so powerful that it reverberated across the globe, both literally and figuratively. The Valdivia Earthquake, named after the city in southern Chile that lay at its epicenter, remains the most powerful earthquake ever recorded. With a staggering magnitude of 9.5, it reshaped not only the physical landscape of Chile, but also our understanding of tectonic processes and seismic hazards. The forces that culminated in this monumental earthquake had been quietly accumulating for centuries. Chile sits along the Pacific Ocean's seismically active Ring of Fire, a horseshoe-shaped belt known for its frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. This region owes its seismic activity to the complex interactions between several tectonic plates. In the case of the Valdivia Earthquake, the primary culprits were the Nazca and South American plates, locked in a slow-motion collision beneath the ocean floor. Over millions of years, the denser oceanic Nazca plate has been subducting beneath the lighter continental South American plate, a process that continues at a pace of a few centimeters per year. This relentless movement is not smooth or continuous. Rather, it is marked by periods of gradual accumulation of stress and strain along the fault lines. These stresses eventually reach a critical point, where the fault slips suddenly, releasing the pent-up energy in the form of an earthquake. The Valdivia earthquake was a result of such a release, where the sudden rupture along the fault line caused a massive displacement of the Earth's crust. This event was not just a surface phenomenon. It extended deep beneath the Earth, altering the very fabric of the geological formations in the region. The energy released was equivalent to that of several thousand atomic bombs, a stark reminder of the immense power contained within our planet. The immediate effects of the earthquake were catastrophic. The ground shook violently for approximately 10 minutes, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Buildings crumbled, roads were torn apart, and landslides cascaded down the mountainsides. The city of Valdivia and its surrounding areas bore the brunt of this devastation, with thousands of homes reduced to rubble. The human toll was significant, with hundreds of lives lost and countless others injured or displaced. Yet, the earthquake's impact was not confined to the land alone. The violent shaking triggered a series of tsunamis that radiated across the Pacific Ocean, affecting coastal communities as far afield as Hawaii, Japan, and the Philippines. The waves, some reaching heights of up to 25 meters, caused additional destruction and loss of life, underscoring the interconnected nature of seismic events and their global reach. In the aftermath of such a monumental disaster, the world turned its attention to understanding the causes and consequences of the Valdivia earthquake. Seismologists and geologists embarked on a detailed investigation, piecing together data from various sources to construct a comprehensive picture of the event. This research not only shed light on the specific mechanics of the Valdivia earthquake, but also advanced the broader field of earthquake science. One of the key lessons learned from this seismic event was the importance of early warning systems and preparedness. The Valdivia earthquake highlighted the need for improved infrastructure and building codes that could withstand the forces of nature. In the decades that followed, Chile became a leader in earthquake engineering and disaster management, implementing strict regulations and advanced technologies to mitigate the risks posed by future earthquakes. Moreover, the event prompted a re-evaluation of the global tsunami warning system. The widespread impact of the tsunamis generated by the Valdivia earthquake demonstrated the need for a coordinated international effort to monitor and respond to potential threats. This led to the establishment of the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center and other regional centers, which now play a crucial role in protecting coastal communities around the world. The Valdivia earthquake also served as a catalyst for scientific inquiry into the deeper workings of our planet. It spurred further research into plate tectonics, a relatively new concept at the time, and helped refine our understanding of subduction zones and their potential for generating mega-earthquakes. This knowledge has been instrumental in assessing seismic hazards in other parts of the world, and has informed the development of predictive models that aim to anticipate future seismic activity. As we reflect on the Valdivia earthquake, we are reminded of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet. Despite our technological advancements and scientific progress, earthquakes remain inherently unpredictable, a testament to the complexity of the natural world. Yet, through continued research and preparedness, we can strive to coexist with these forces, minimizing their impact on our lives and learning from the past to better understand our future. In the gentle embrace of a tropical morning on the 26th of December, 2004, the serene surface of the Indian Ocean concealed a brewing chaos beneath. It began with a whisper of seismic forces deep below the ocean floor, where the Indo-Australian plate was relentlessly subducting beneath the Eurasian plate. This tectonic ballet had persisted for millennia, but on this day, the forces reached a breaking point. A colossal rupture occurred along the Sunda Trench, extending over 1,300 kilometers, a distance roughly equivalent to the length of Great Britain. The 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake, registering a magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3, stands as one of the most powerful quakes ever recorded. As the Earth shifted, an immense amount of energy was unleashed. The seafloor abruptly rose several meters, displacing vast volumes of water. This movement initiated a series of waves that would travel across the Indian Ocean with devastating speed and potency. Unlike the visible rolling waves we associate with the sea, these tsunamis began as subtle swells, almost imperceptible in the open ocean. Yet, as they approached shallower waters, they transformed dramatically, gaining height and ferocity. For the coastal communities from Indonesia to East Africa, the ocean's retreat was the first ominous sign. In places like Banda Aceh, closest to the epicenter, there was scarcely time to react before the sea surged back with a force that defied imagination. The waves reached heights of up to 30 meters in some areas, sweeping away everything in their path. The tsunami did not discriminate. It overwhelmed bustling towns, tranquil villages, and pristine beaches alike. The human toll was staggering. Over 230,000 lives were lost across 14 countries, with Indonesia bearing the brunt. In the aftermath, survivors faced the daunting tasks of recovery and rebuilding. The world watched in horror as images of destruction dominated the media, capturing the sheer scale of the disaster. It was a stark reminder of nature's power, indifferent to human boundaries and defenses. Yet, amid the tragedy, the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami catalyzed significant advancements in early warning systems. Before this event, many Indian Ocean nations lacked the infrastructure to detect and warn against tsunamis. The disaster highlighted a critical need for cooperation and technological investment to prevent future catastrophes. In the wake of the tsunami, the international community responded with unprecedented speed and solidarity. Nations collaborated to establish the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning System, a network of seismic stations, ocean buoys, and communication systems designed to detect tsunamis and issue timely warnings. This system, operational since 2006, represents a significant step forward in mitigating the impact of future tsunamis. The mechanics of such warning systems are grounded in the swift detection of seismic activity. Sensors monitor the Earth's movements, transmitting data to. If a potential tsunami is identified, alerts are disseminated through various channels, reaching at-risk communities with instructions for evacuation. While no warning system can avert natural disasters, they can significantly reduce casualties by affording precious time to escape. The 2004 event also spurred advances in scientific research. Oceanographers and geophysicists have since worked tirelessly to understand the complexities of tsunami generation and propagation. They have developed sophisticated models to simulate how tsunamis travel across oceans, enabling more accurate predictions of wave arrival times and potential impact zones. As we reflect on the enormity of the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami, it becomes evident that such events remind us of our vulnerability and the necessity of preparedness. The resilience displayed by affected communities, coupled with international cooperation, underscores the human capacity to learn and adapt. This tragic chapter in history serves as both a cautionary tale and a testament to progress. It reminds us that while the forces of nature cannot be controlled, our understanding and response to them can always be improved. As we continue to study these phenomena, we gain not only knowledge, but also a deeper appreciation for the intricate and dynamic systems of our planet. In this way, the echoes of the 2004 tsunami continue to shape our approach to natural disasters, driving efforts to protect lives and livelihoods across the globe. In the vast tapestry of Earth's geological history, the year 1964 marks a profound event that reshaped not just the landscape of Alaska, but also the very foundations of seismology. On Good Friday, the 27th of March, The earth beneath south-central Alaska quivered and convulsed with a force that would etch itself into the annals of natural history. The Great Alaskan Earthquake, as it came to be known, was not only remarkable for its sheer magnitude, but also for the insights it offered into the workings of our planet. The earthquake, registering a moment magnitude of 9.2, remains the most powerful earthquake recorded in North American history and the second largest ever measured globally. It struck at 5,036 p.m. local time, its epicenter situated in the Prince William Sound region, about 120 kilometers east of Anchorage. The tremors lasted for approximately 4.5 minutes, a duration that felt like an eternity to those who experienced it. To comprehend the significance of this seismic event, one must first understand the geological forces at play. Alaska sits upon the boundary between the Pacific Plate and the North American Plate, a juncture characterized by the immense pressures and stresses typical of tectonic convergence zones. Here, the Pacific Plate is relentlessly thrust beneath the North American Plate in a process known as subduction, which generates the potential for significant seismic activity. The 1964 earthquake was a megathrust event, a type of earthquake that occurs at subduction zones where one tectonic plate is forced under another. This colossal release of pent-up energy resulted in the uplift of land, subsidence, and the triggering of tsunamis that radiated across the Pacific Ocean. In some areas, the ground rose by as much as 11 meters, while in others, it sank by nearly 2.5 meters. These dramatic shifts in the Earth's crust offered a stark reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet. The human impact of the earthquake was profound. Anchorage, Alaska's largest city, bore the brunt of the devastation. Structures crumbled, roadways buckled, and entire neighborhoods were transformed into scenes of ruin. Yet, the relatively low population density and the timing of the earthquake occurring on a holiday evening meant that the loss of life, while tragic, was not as catastrophic as it might have been in a more densely populated region. Beyond the immediate destruction, the Great Alaskan Earthquake had far-reaching implications for the field of seismology. It was a pivotal moment that catalyzed advances in our understanding of plate tectonics. At the time, the theory of plate tectonics was still in its formative stages, a nascent idea that had not yet gained widespread acceptance. However, the scale and nature of the 1964 earthquake provided tangible evidence supporting the concept of tectonic plates and their movements. The event also led to significant improvements in seismic monitoring and early warning systems. In the aftermath, scientists and engineers sought to better understand the mechanics of such powerful earthquakes to mitigate future risks. This led to the development of more sophisticated seismic instruments and the establishment of comprehensive earthquake research programs. The lessons learned from Alaska have since informed building codes and construction practices, not just in seismic zones, but worldwide. In the realm of tsunami research, the 1964 earthquake was equally transformative. The tsunamis generated by the seismic upheaval wreaked havoc along coastlines, particularly in the small town of Valdez and the village of Shenega, where waves reached heights of up to 30 meters. These events underscored the necessity for improved coastal defenses and warning systems, prompting international collaboration in tsunami research and preparedness. Today, the legacy of the Great Alaskan Earthquake continues to resonate. It serves as a poignant reminder of the awesome power of geological forces and the need for vigilance and preparedness in the face of nature's unpredictability. For seismologists, it remains a case study of immense instructional value, a window into the processes that shape our world. Yet, in contemplating such a monumental event, there is also room for reflection on our place within the grander scheme of things. The earthquake and its aftermath highlight both the resilience and fragility of human society. Though we have harnessed technology to better understand and respond to seismic threats, we remain at the mercy of forces far greater than ourselves. This awareness fosters a sense of humility and respect for the natural world, reminding us of the interconnectedness of all things and the enduring mystery of the earth beneath our feet. In the quiet moments of reflection that follow, we might consider how the science of seismology, born from the crucible of disasters like the 1964 earthquake, continues to evolve. Each new discovery, each refined model, and each technological advancement carries us closer to a deeper understanding of the planet we call home. And perhaps in this pursuit of knowledge, we find a measure of peace, knowing that even amidst the Earth's tumult, there lies a profound order and purpose waiting to be uncovered. In the early afternoon of March 11, 2011, the Pacific Ocean off the northeastern coast of Japan stirred with a force that would imprint itself indelibly on the annals of geological history. It was here, beneath the serene surface of the sea, that the Earth's tectonic plates, those colossal slabs of crust that drift ponderously over the planet's mantle, engaged in a dramatic act of release. The Pacific Plate, sliding beneath the North American Plate, had built up a staggering amount of stress, and on this fateful day, it finally gave way. The result was the 2011 Tōhoku Earthquake, a seismic event of magnitude 9.1, ranking as one of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded. The quake itself, while awe-inspiring in its magnitude, was only one part of the unfolding tragedy. The initial tremor, lasting an extraordinary 6 minutes, set off a chain of events that would devastate the region. A vast surge of energy was transferred to the overlying water, creating a tsunami that raced towards the Japanese coast, transforming the landscape in its wake. As the wave neared shore, it rose, towering at heights up to 40 meters in some places, before crashing onto the land with immense power. Entire towns were swept away, and the human toll was catastrophic. Over 15,000 lives were lost, and countless others were irrevocably altered. The tsunami's impact extended far beyond the immediate devastation of the coastline. One of the most significant and lasting consequences was the disaster at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. The tsunami overwhelmed the plant's seawalls, flooding the facility and disabling the power supply and cooling systems. What followed was a nuclear crisis, as reactors overheated and eventually led to hydrogen explosions and the release of radioactive material. This event brought nuclear safety into sharp focus globally, prompting a re-evaluation of energy policies and safety standards. In the years following the disaster, Japan embarked on a monumental recovery and rebuilding effort. The resilience of the Japanese people shone through as they faced the daunting challenge of reconstruction. Towns and infrastructure have been gradually rebuilt, albeit with an eye towards greater safety and sustainability. The recovery process also involved a significant focus on mental health, as communities came together to support those who had lost everything. Yet, the legacy of the Tōhoku earthquake is not confined to the physical and societal impacts. It has also spurred advancements in seismology and disaster preparedness. The event provided scientists with a wealth of data, offering insights into the mechanics of megathrust earthquakes and the behavior of tsunamis. This knowledge is crucial in improving predictive models and developing more effective early warning systems. Japan's existing warning systems, already among the most sophisticated in the world, have been further refined to minimize future risks. The disaster has also ignited discussions on the broader implications of living in a seismically active world. It serves as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between human development and the forces of nature. As populations continue to grow and urbanize, particularly in coastal regions, the need for robust planning and resilient infrastructure becomes increasingly critical. In Japan, this has manifested in the construction of massive seawalls, tsunami evacuation routes, and the reinforcement of buildings to withstand future earthquakes. Beyond the immediate scientific and infrastructural lessons, the Tōhoku earthquake invites us to reflect on the resilience of human societies in the face of natural disasters. It highlights the importance of community and the strength found in collective action and shared purpose. The recovery process, while challenging, has fostered a sense of solidarity and determination that is palpable across the affected regions. As we consider the long-term implications of the Tōhoku earthquake, it is clear that its lessons resonate far beyond Japan. The interconnectedness of our global society means that the challenges faced in one part of the world can offer insights and guidance for others. As climate change continues to influence weather patterns and sea levels, the strategies developed in response to this disaster may well inform global efforts to adapt and thrive in an ever-changing environment. In this way, the Tōhoku earthquake serves as both a solemn chapter in our shared history and a catalyst for progress. It reminds us of the power and unpredictability of the natural world while simultaneously showcasing the ingenuity and resilience of the human spirit. As we continue to study and learn from this event, we honor those who were affected and ensure that their experiences contribute to a safer, more prepared world. In the quiet aftermath of such an event, as we sift through the data and rebuild what was lost, we find ourselves pondering the broader narrative of our existence on this planet. The Earth moves, often in ways we cannot predict, and yet within this uncertainty lies an opportunity to learn, to innovate, and to adapt. This journey of understanding is one we share as we seek to coexist with the dynamic forces of our home, balancing progress with humility and foresight. In the sprawling tapestry of Earth's history, earthquakes have been both a destructive force and a catalyst for change. While we are accustomed to the stories of modern seismic events, those of ancient times offer a broader canvas upon which to understand the power and unpredictability of our planet. By examining geological evidence and historical records, we can piece together a portrait of these colossal forces and their profound effects on the world around them. The Earth has always been in motion, a dynamic entity shaped by the slow but relentless dance of tectonic plates. This movement, imperceptible on a human timescale, occasionally releases its tension in sudden, dramatic ways. In ancient times, without the benefit of seismographs or modern scientific instruments, the impact of an earthquake was recorded in the annals of human history through stories, myths, and the physical scars left upon the landscape. Consider, for instance, the earthquake that shook the region we now know as Syria around 1202 AD. This event, one of the most powerful in the recorded history of the Mediterranean, is said to have devastated cities, altering the course of rivers, and reshaping the very fabric of the land. Historical accounts describe the earth heaving with such force that buildings crumbled and entire communities were left in ruins. While the precision of its magnitude remains a matter of scholarly debate, estimates suggest it could have reached around 7.6 on the Richter scale. Yet, the human stories that emerged from such catastrophes are as telling as the geological evidence. The chronicles of the time speak of a world turned upside down, where the power of nature was both feared and revered. In many cultures, these events were interpreted as divine retribution or omens, reflecting the deep-seated human need to attribute meaning to the seemingly random acts of nature. Moving further back in time, we encounter the earthquake that struck the region of present-day Lebanon in 51 AD. It was a seismic event that not only wrought destruction, but also left a legacy in the cultural memory of the Middle East. The Byzantine historian John of Ephesus recorded the devastation with a somber tone, recounting the collapse of cities and the loss of countless lives. Geological studies of the region reveal layers of sediment disturbed by the quake, a testament to the Earth's violent upheaval. In the realm of geological evidence, the unearthing of ancient fault lines and the study of displaced rock strata provide clues to the magnitude and frequency of prehistoric earthquakes. For example, the San Andreas Fault in California, notorious for its seismic activity, has a long history of movement that predates human habitation. By analyzing the patterns of rock displacement and sedimentation, scientists can estimate the timing and intensity of past quakes, offering a window into the seismic past of this famously active region. Similarly, the ancient city of Helike in Greece, once a thriving hub of commerce and culture, offers another glimpse into the past. Around 373 BC, Helike was swallowed by the sea following a massive earthquake, a fate recorded by the likes of the Greek geographer Strabo. For centuries, the city's precise location was lost to time, until modern archaeological and geological investigations revealed its remains beneath layers of silt. This discovery not only confirmed the historical accounts, but also highlighted the enduring impact of seismic events on human civilization. Beyond the physical evidence, ancient earthquakes have left an indelible mark on culture and religion. The temples of Delphi, for instance, were believed to be the site of oracular pronouncements delivered by the Pythia, whose cryptic messages were often interpreted as being influenced by seismic activity. Some theories suggest that the temple's location on a fault line may have allowed ethylene gases to seep through fissures, inducing trance-like states in the priestesses. Whether myth or reality, such stories illustrate how deeply intertwined human perception and geological phenomena can be. In Asia, the 1556 Shanxi earthquake in China stands as one of the deadliest in recorded history. With an estimated magnitude of 8.0, it claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands and left an indelible mark on the region. The traditional cave dwellings carved into the lowest cliffs proved deadly as they collapsed, burying inhabitants within. Historical records meticulously kept by Chinese scholars provide a detailed account of the quake's devastating reach, offering insights into how societies adapted to and were shaped by these natural calamities. As we delve into these historical earthquakes, we gain a greater appreciation for the forces that have shaped our world, both physically and culturally. The Earth, in its ceaseless movement, reminds us of our place within a larger narrative, one that stretches beyond individual lifetimes and even civilizations. Through the study of these ancient events, we not only learn about the past, but also gain insights into the potential challenges of the future. While the stories of ancient earthquakes are often shrouded in the mists of time, they serve as poignant reminders of our planet's power and the resilience of the human spirit. Whether through the ruins of cities long buried or the tales passed down through generations, these seismic events offer a window into our collective past, inviting us to ponder the intricate dance of Earth's forces and our place within its unfolding story. As we drift into the exploration of tectonic forces, envision the Earth as a grand, living organism, its crust a collection of colossal plates that slowly but inexorably shift, driven by the restless energy within. These plates, like immense pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, make up the Earth's lithosphere, floating atop the semi-fluid asthenosphere beneath. This movement is a testament to the dynamic nature of our planet, an unseen ballet that has shaped our continents and ocean basins over millions of years. It is here, at the boundaries of these plates, that the seeds of earthquakes are sown, their inevitable release a reminder of the immense power contained within the Earth. The theory of plate tectonics is a relatively recent understanding in the grand timeline of human knowledge, emerging in the mid-20th century. It was a revolutionary concept that explained many of the Earth's features and phenomena: mountain ranges, ocean trenches, and, of course, earthquakes. At its core, this theory posits that the Earth's outer shell is divided into several large, rigid plates. These plates move over the softer, more plastic asthenosphere, driven by forces such as mantle convection, gravity, and the rotation of the Earth. As these plates move, they interact at their boundaries, where the majority of seismic activity occurs. There are three main types of plate boundaries: divergent, convergent, and transform. Each of these interactions bears its own seismic signature, shaping the landscape of both the Earth's surface and our understanding of earthquakes. At divergent boundaries, plates move apart from one another, creating new crust as magma rises from below the Earth's surface. These areas are often characterized by mid-ocean ridges, such as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, a vast underwater mountain range where the Eurasian and North American plates slowly drift apart. While earthquakes here tend to be less powerful compared to other types, they are frequent and provide valuable insight into the process of seafloor spreading. Convergent boundaries, on the other hand, are the sites of dramatic geological activity. Here, plates move towards one another, and the denser oceanic crust is often forced beneath the lighter continental crust in a process known as subduction. This action can create powerful earthquakes and volcanic activity, as seen in the Pacific Ring of Fire, a horseshoe-shaped zone of high seismic and volcanic activity encircling the Pacific Ocean. The immense pressure and friction at these boundaries can lead to the release of significant seismic energy, producing some of the most powerful earthquakes recorded in history. Transform boundaries, where plates slide past one another, are marked by lateral movement. The San Andreas Fault in California is a prime example, where the Pacific Plate and the North American Plate move horizontally in relation to each other. This side-by-side grinding can lock plates together, creating stress that, when released, results in the sudden jolt of an earthquake. While transform boundaries may not produce the towering volcanic structures seen at convergent boundaries, they are nonetheless capable of generating significant seismic events. Beneath the surface, the mechanics of an earthquake reveal the intricate dance of these tectonic forces. As plates move, stress builds up along faults, fractures in the Earth's crust where blocks of land can move relative to each other. When the stress exceeds the strength of the rocks, it is released in a sudden burst of energy, causing the ground to shake. This release of energy radiates outwards in the form of seismic waves, which we perceive as the tremors of an earthquake. Seismic waves are categorized into body waves, which travel through the interior of the Earth, and surface waves, which move along its crust. Body waves include primary P waves, which are compressional and travel faster, and secondary Sec-S waves, which are shear and arrive after the P waves. Surface waves, while slower, often cause the most damage during an earthquake due to their larger amplitude and longer duration. The magnitude of an earthquake, a measure of the energy released at the source, is often expressed on the Richter scale, or more commonly today, the moment magnitude scale. The latter provides a more comprehensive assessment, taking into account the fault's area, the amount of slip, and the rigidity of the rocks. While we have developed sophisticated instruments to measure and model these seismic activities, predicting the exact time and location of an earthquake remains elusive, a puzzle that continues to challenge scientists around the globe. Plate tectonics, therefore, provides a framework for understanding not just the distribution and frequency of earthquakes, but also the underlying processes that drive them. It is a story of slow, relentless motion, of energy accumulated over centuries, released in moments that remind us of the Earth's dynamic nature. In this understanding lies not only the potential for scientific advancement, but also the hope of better preparedness for the natural events that shape our world. As we ponder the implications of these tectonic movements, we are reminded of our place within a larger system, one that operates on timescales far beyond human experience. The forces at work beneath our feet are a testament to the Earth's complexity, a reminder of the interconnectedness of its systems and the continual evolution of its surface. In this grand narrative, we find both the beauty of natural processes and the impetus to learn from them, to adapt to the rhythms of the planet, and to harness the knowledge gained for the benefit of future generations. The Earth, in its majestic simplicity, is a planet of layers, a vibrant, dynamic sphere where plates of solid rock float upon a slowly shifting mantle. These tectonic plates, vast and unyielding, travel at a pace as languid as the growth of our fingernails, yet their interactions can summon forces that are anything but gentle. It is in the subduction zones, the grand theaters of tectonic drama, that the most potent earthquakes often find their source. Here, The Earth's surface is not merely a static crust, but a living, breathing structure where colossal slabs of crust are drawn into the depths, sparking immense geophysical upheaval. Subduction zones are the places where one tectonic plate slides beneath another, an elegant process driven by the inexorable forces of plate tectonics. These regions are characterized by deep oceanic trenches, arcs of volcanic islands, and the potential for earthquakes of staggering magnitude. To understand the power of these earthquakes, we must journey to the Pacific Ocean, a region encircled by a fiery ring known as the Ring of Fire. This is where many of the Earth's subduction zones are nestled, including some of the most notorious. The 1960 Valdivia Earthquake in Chile, the most powerful ever recorded, with a magnitude of 9.5, was born from the subduction of the Nazca Plate beneath the South American Plate. This monumental event released energy equivalent to 20,000 Hiroshima atomic bombs, causing the land to convulse and waves to surge across the Pacific Ocean. The tectonic ballet here is relentless as the oceanic Nazca Plate continues its descent into the Earth's mantle, a process that has shaped the Andes Mountains and continues to fuel volcanic activity along the western edge of South America. Traveling northward, we encounter the Cascadia subduction zone off the coast of North America. This region, stretching from northern California to southern British Columbia, is a silent giant, capable of producing earthquakes of magnitude 9.0 or greater. The last such earthquake occurred in 1700, its story preserved in the oral traditions of indigenous peoples and the written records of Japanese villagers who observed the resultant tsunami. Scientists have pieced together this history through meticulous examination of coastal sediments and tree rings, revealing a cycle of quakes that occur approximately every 300 to 600 years. The clock is ticking, and the geological community watches closely, seeking to understand when Cascadia might next awaken. Across the vast Pacific, the Japanese archipelago is another focal point of subduction zone activity. Here, the Pacific Plate dives beneath the North American Plate along the Japan Trench, a process that gave rise to the 2011 Tōhoku Earthquake and tsunami. This event, with a magnitude of 9.1, was a stark reminder of the power inherent in these geological settings. The wave it generated claimed thousands of lives and caused extensive damage to the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, its effects echoing around the globe. In Japan, the ancient art of earthquake preparedness is constantly being refined as the nation seeks to mitigate the impacts of future quakes. In the Indian Ocean, the meeting of the Indian and Burma plates forms another pivotal subduction zone, responsible for the devastating 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami. This magnitude 9.1 earthquake released pent-up tension that had accumulated over centuries, demonstrating the catastrophic potential harbored within these regions. The resultant tsunami traveled vast distances, impacting coastlines from Indonesia to Africa, a somber reminder of our interconnected world and the shared risks we face. These subduction zones are not merely sites of destruction, however. They are also places of creation where new geological features are born. The friction and pressure of one plate descending beneath another generates magma, which can rise to the surface to form volcanic arcs. This is how the islands of Japan and the Aleutians, among others, have come into being, a testament to the creative and destructive duality of the Earth's processes. The study of subduction zones is a pursuit that combines cutting-edge technology with ancient wisdom. Modern scientists employ an array of tools to peer beneath the surface, from seismographs and GPS arrays to deep-sea submersibles and satellite observations. These technologies allow us to measure the slow creep of the plates, the buildup of strain, and the subtle shifts that may presage a quake. Yet, despite these advances, earthquakes remain unpredictable, their timing and magnitude elusive to even the most sophisticated models. In this pursuit, we are guided by the insights of those who came before us. Indigenous knowledge and historical records provide a broader context, reminding us that while we may map and measure, we are part of a continuum that stretches far beyond our brief tenure on this planet. The Earth is ancient, and its processes arc across timescales that dwarf our lifetimes. As we reflect upon the subduction zones, we find ourselves contemplating not just the mechanics of the Earth, but our place within its story. These mighty forces, though beyond our control, are a part of the Earth's natural rhythm. They remind us of the fragility and resilience of life, of the need for preparedness and respect for the planet's power. In understanding the nature of these zones, we gain insight not only into the workings of the Earth, but into the resilience of the human spirit. It is a quiet reminder that, while we cannot prevent these natural events, we can strive to coexist with them, learning from each tremor and shift as we navigate our place on this ever-changing world. In the quiet expanse of our planet's surface, where tectonic plates restlessly shift and dance, lies the realm of seismology, a science dedicated to deciphering the subtle language of the Earth. Those gentle tremors felt beneath our feet or the more vigorous, earth-shaking events are but whispers of the planet's dynamic interior. Seismology seeks to capture these whispers, rendering them into a coherent narrative that reveals the hidden processes at work beneath the crust. Seismology, derived from the Greek seismos, meaning shake or earthquake, is the study of seismic waves generated by the movement of Earth's tectonic plates. These waves, akin to ripples spreading across a pond's surface after a pebble drops, traverse the planet's layers, offering invaluable glimpses into its inner workings. The discipline has evolved significantly since its inception, with modern seismologists employing an intricate arsenal of tools and methodologies to measure and interpret these geological murmurs. At the core of seismological study are seismometers, delicate instruments designed to detect and record the motion of the ground. These devices, often housed in quiet, remote locations to minimize interference from human activity, are capable of sensing even the slightest ground movements. In essence, a seismometer is a sophisticated pendulum, with its mast suspended in such a way that it remains stationary as the Earth moves beneath it. This relative motion is recorded, providing data on the intensity, duration, and frequency of seismic waves. The data collected by seismometers is represented as a seismogram, a visual record akin to a heartbeat monitor for the planet. These seismograms are interpreted by seismologists to determine the characteristics of an earthquake, such as its magnitude, depth, and location. The Richter scale, once a household name, was the first widely used method for quantifying earthquake size. Developed in 1935 by Charles F. Richter, This logarithmic scale measures the amplitude of seismic waves, allowing for the comparison of earthquake magnitudes. However, the Richter scale has limitations, particularly for larger, more complex seismic events. Today, the moment magnitude scale, abbreviated as μL, has largely supplanted the Richter scale in scientific circles. This scale provides a more comprehensive measure of an earthquake's size by considering the seismic moment, a product of the fault slip, the area of the fault surface, and the rigidity of the rocks involved. By incorporating these factors, the moment magnitude scale offers a more accurate assessment of the energy released during an earthquake, especially for those that occur at great depths or involve complex fault systems. To accurately locate an earthquake's epicenter, the point on the Earth's surface directly above the quake's origin, seismologists rely on data from multiple seismometer stations. By analyzing the arrival times of different types of seismic waves at various locations, scientists can triangulate the epicenter's position. Primary waves, or P waves, travel fastest and arrive first, followed by slower secondary waves, or S waves. The time difference between these arrivals enables seismologists to calculate the distance to the earthquake's source. Yet, the science of seismology extends beyond mere measurement. Each earthquake carries a unique signature, a complex interplay of frequency and amplitude that can reveal nuances about the source and the subsurface structures it traverses. Advanced techniques such as spectral analysis and waveform modeling help unravel these signatures, providing insights into the geological processes at play. For instance, by studying the frequency content of seismic waves, seismologists can infer the type of fault movement and the properties of the rocks involved. Low-frequency waves might suggest a slow, creeping fault, while high-frequency waves could indicate a more abrupt, brittle fracture. Similarly, the study of surface waves, those that travel along the Earth's exterior, can yield information about the Earth's crustal composition and thickness. Seismologists also employ a global network of seismic stations to monitor and analyze earthquakes worldwide. Organizations such as the United States Geological Survey, USGS, and the International Seismological Center, ISC, maintain comprehensive databases of seismic activity, contributing to our understanding of earthquake patterns and potential hazards. In recent years, the integration of satellite-based technologies has enhanced seismological research. Global Positioning System, GPS data, for example, allows for the precise measurement of ground deformation before, during, and after. This information complements traditional seismic data, offering a more complete picture of tectonic movements and helping to refine models of fault behavior. Despite the advancements in technology and methodology, seismology remains as much an art as a science. The interpretation of seismic data requires a delicate balance of quantitative analysis and intuitive understanding, as seismologists must navigate the inherent uncertainties and complexities of the Earth's interior. As we delve deeper into the science of measuring earthquakes, we uncover more about the planet's restless nature. Each tremor, each quake, is a reminder of the dynamic forces at work beneath our feet, a testament to the ever-evolving story of Earth. Through seismology, we continue to learn, piece by piece, the intricate tale of our planet's vibrant and tumultuous life. As we delve into the intricate realm of earthquake prediction, we find ourselves on the cusp of science and uncertainty, a space where the known world and the mysteries of our planet converge. Earthquakes, those sudden, sometimes devastating shifts of the Earth's crust, have long been subjects of human fascination and dread. Over centuries, they have shaped not only landscapes but also civilizations, prompting a quest to foresee their arrival. Yet, despite our advances in science, predicting earthquakes remains a formidable challenge. The science of earthquake prediction is akin to attempting to read the subtle murmurs of the Earth. It is an endeavor fraught with both promise and limitations. To predict an earthquake, one must understand the complex interplay of tectonic forces that drive these geophysical phenomena. The Earth's crust is divided into several large and small tectonic plates that float atop the viscous mantle. As these plates drift, they interact at their boundaries, where most earthquakes occur. The challenge lies in predicting when the accumulated stress along these boundaries will be released as an earthquake. Historically, seismologists have employed various methods to predict earthquakes, ranging from the observation of precursor phenomena to the use of statistical analysis and probabilistic models. One approach involves monitoring the Earth's crust for signs of stress accumulation, such as changes in seismic wave velocity or ground deformation. Instruments like seismographs and GPS arrays provide valuable data on these subtle shifts, but the signals are often ambiguous and difficult to interpret. Another method involves studying past earthquakes to identify patterns or cycles that might suggest future activity. This approach is rooted in the idea that earthquakes may follow a predictable sequence, much like the recurrence of seasons. However, the chaotic nature of tectonic processes means that such patterns are not always reliable indicators of future events. In recent years, advancements in technology have opened new avenues for earthquake prediction. The development of machine learning algorithms, which can analyze vast data sets to identify hidden patterns, offers a glimmer of hope. These algorithms can process information from a multitude of sources, including seismic records, satellite data, and geological surveys, to provide insights into earthquake precursors. However, while promising, this technology is still in its infancy and requires further refinement to achieve accurate predictions. One of the significant challenges in earthquake prediction is the inherent complexity and variability of the Earth's crust. Unlike weather systems, which can be observed and modeled over large scales, the forces that trigger earthquakes operate deep below the surface and are influenced by a myriad of factors. These include the composition and geometry of fault lines, the presence of fluids in the Earth's crust, and the history of stress accumulation. Each of these factors can vary significantly even within a small region, making it difficult to develop a one-size-fits-all prediction model. Moreover, the timescale over which earthquakes occur adds another layer of complexity. Earthquakes can occur over a span of seconds, but the forces that lead to them build over years, decades, or even centuries. This discrepancy between the timescale of preparation and the event itself presents a significant obstacle for prediction efforts. While scientists can estimate the likelihood of an earthquake occurring in a given region over a long period, pinpointing the exact time and location remains elusive. Despite these challenges, there have been some successes in earthquake prediction. In regions with well-studied fault lines, such as California's San Andreas Fault, scientists have been able to estimate the probability of significant earthquakes occurring within certain timeframes. Early warning systems, which detect the initial, less destructive seismic waves and provide seconds to minutes of warning before the more damaging waves arrive, have been implemented in places like Japan and Mexico. These systems, while not predictive in the traditional sense, allow people to take immediate protective actions, potentially saving lives. Looking to the future, the quest for earthquake prediction continues to inspire scientific inquiry and innovation. Collaborative efforts between seismologists, geologists, and data scientists are paving the way for more comprehensive models that integrate diverse datasets. These models aim to enhance our understanding of the processes that lead to earthquakes and improve our ability to forecast them. Moreover, international collaborations and data-sharing initiatives are crucial in advancing earthquake prediction. By pooling resources and expertise, scientists can develop more robust models and improve the accuracy of their predictions. This global approach recognizes that earthquakes know no borders and that the challenges they pose require a concerted effort from the international community. As we navigate this complex terrain, it is essential to temper our expectations with an understanding of the limitations inherent in predicting such a capricious natural phenomenon. The pursuit of earthquake prediction is a testament to human curiosity and resilience, driven by the desire to protect lives and property from the Earth's sudden upheavals. While we may not yet be able to predict earthquakes with certainty, each step forward in this field brings us closer to a future where we can coexist more safely with the dynamic planet we call home. In this ongoing journey, we find ourselves not only examining the Earth's physical processes, but also reflecting on our place within its ever-changing landscape. The challenges of earthquake prediction remind us of the delicate balance between knowledge and humility, a balance that guides us as we seek to understand and anticipate the forces that shape our world. In contemplating the vast and unpredictable force of earthquakes, we find ourselves humbled by the sheer power of nature. Earthquakes, with their capacity to reshape landscapes and alter history, remind us of the Earth's dynamic nature. Yet, while these seismic events are beyond our control, our response to them need not be. Through careful preparedness and strategic mitigation, we can significantly reduce their impact on human life and infrastructure. Let us embark on a journey through the principles and practices of earthquake preparedness, exploring how communities around the world have transformed knowledge into resilience. In doing so, we uncover how science and engineering, combined with community planning, can offer a measure of stability in the face of seismic uncertainty. To begin, consider the fundamental essence of preparedness. It is, at its core, the art and science of anticipation. While we cannot predict exactly when or where an earthquake will strike, we can prepare for its eventuality. This preparation begins at the individual and household levels, where simple actions can lead to significant safety improvements. Securing heavy furniture and appliances, creating emergency kits, and establishing family communication plans are straightforward steps that can reduce risk and ensure a quicker response when an earthquake occurs. But personal preparedness is only one piece of the puzzle. Building resilience at the community level requires a collective effort. Urban planning plays a crucial role here, with city officials and planners tasked with designing infrastructure that can withstand seismic forces. The construction of earthquake-resistant buildings, bridges, and roads is a testament to the advancements in engineering and materials science. Innovative designs that incorporate flexible materials and shock absorbers allow structures to sway rather than break, thus minimizing damage. Japan, a country well acquainted with seismic activity, serves as an exemplary model in this regard. Its stringent building codes and innovative engineering solutions have significantly enhanced the resilience of its urban landscapes. The emphasis on retrofitting older buildings to meet modern standards further embodies this proactive approach. By investing in such measures, Japan has managed to mitigate the impact of earthquakes, protecting both people and property. Beyond the physical aspects, education and awareness are vital components of earthquake preparedness. Knowledge empowers individuals and communities to act swiftly and effectively in the crucial moments following an earthquake. Regularly conducted drills and public awareness campaigns ensure that people know what to do before, during, and after an earthquake. In places like California, these practices are ingrained in the social fabric, fostering a culture of readiness. In addition to preparation, the concept of mitigation deserves attention. Mitigation encompasses strategies aimed at reducing the long-term risk and impact of earthquakes. This often involves land use planning and the enforcement of building codes that prioritize safety over convenience. In earthquake-prone regions, policies that restrict construction on fault lines or unstable ground are essential. By steering development away from high-risk areas, we can significantly decrease the potential for catastrophic damage. Furthermore, technological advancements have introduced sophisticated early warning systems that provide precious seconds of notice before the shaking begins. These systems, though not yet perfect, represent a leap forward in our ability to react to earthquakes. Sensors placed strategically along fault lines detect initial seismic waves, triggering alerts that can reach people via smartphones and public sirens, albeit brief, allow for crucial actions such as shutting down industrial processes, halting trains, and seeking cover. Despite these advancements, challenges remain. The unpredictability of earthquakes, combined with varying levels of preparedness across different regions, underscores the ongoing need for research and innovation. Scientists and engineers continue to study seismic activity, seeking to understand the complexities of fault systems and improve prediction models. Their work not only enhances our understanding of earthquakes, but also informs the development of more resilient structures and systems. In reflecting on earthquake preparedness and mitigation, we recognize the interplay between nature's forces and human ingenuity. While we cannot eliminate the threat of earthquakes, we can endeavor to coexist with them, armed with knowledge and preparedness. As we look to the future, the continued collaboration between scientists, policymakers, and communities will be essential in building a safer, more resilient world. In this quiet contemplation of preparedness, we find a testament to human perseverance and adaptability. It is a reminder that, even in the face of nature's formidable power, we possess the capacity to protect and preserve, to learn and to grow. Let us carry this understanding forward, embracing both the challenges and the opportunities that lie ahead in our shared journey on this ever-changing Earth. In the quiet hum of our planet's geological dance, the sudden jolt of an earthquake is a stark reminder of Earth's dynamic nature. Yet, while the ground beneath us shifts, it is not only the physical landscape that is reshaped. The human element, society, economies, and cultures also feels the tremors ripple through its fabric. Earthquakes, those seismic expressions of Earth's inner workings, leave indelible marks upon the human story. Let's pause and reflect on how these natural phenomena weave their influence into the complex tapestry of our lives. At the heart of any earthquake's impact lies its immediate devastation. The very infrastructure that supports human life, homes, schools, hospitals, and roads, can crumble in moments. Consider, for instance, the 2010 earthquake in Haiti. With a magnitude of 7.0, it struck near the densely populated capital, Port-au-Prince, causing widespread destruction. The collapse of buildings, many constructed without stringent adherence to seismic standards, resulted in a staggering loss of life and left countless individuals without shelter. This tragedy starkly illustrated how the built environment plays a critical role in earthquake resilience. Yet, beyond the physical destruction, earthquakes expose vulnerabilities in societal structures. In the aftermath of Haiti's quake, the international community witnessed the challenges faced by a nation already grappling with poverty and political instability. The earthquake not only flattened buildings, but also strained every facet of social infrastructure, from healthcare systems to the delivery of basic necessities like clean water and food. Relief efforts revealed both the strengths and weaknesses of global humanitarian responses, highlighting the need for coordinated and sustained support long after the initial shock had passed. The economic repercussions of major earthquakes extend far beyond the immediate costs of rebuilding. The 2011 Tōhoku Earthquake and tsunami in Japan, for example, had profound implications for the global economy. This event disrupted supply chains across industries, from automotive to electronics, as factories halted production and transport networks were severed. In a world intricately connected by trade and commerce, the ripple effects of such a disruption highlight our shared economic interdependence. Moreover, the Tōhoku disaster led to one of the most significant shifts in energy policy in recent memory. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster, triggered by the tsunami, compelled Japan and other nations to re-evaluate their reliance on nuclear power. This shift had broader implications for energy markets worldwide, influencing everything from fossil fuel consumption to investments in renewable energy technologies. In this way, an earthquake's impact can catalyze change in unexpected arenas, reshaping policies and markets far from its epicenter. Socially, earthquakes have the power to alter communities and cultures, sometimes fostering resilience and solidarity, at other times exacerbating existing tensions. The 1985 Mexico City earthquake, for example, is often cited as a turning point in Mexican civil society. The inadequacy of the government's response led to a groundswell of grassroots activism, as citizens took recovery efforts into their own hands. This burgeoning civic engagement laid the groundwork for political changes that unfolded in the years that followed, illustrating how natural disasters can spur social transformation. Conversely, earthquakes can also deepen societal divides, particularly where resources are scarce and inequality is pronounced. In the aftermath of the 2008 Sichuan earthquake in China, disparities in recovery efforts became evident. Some regions and communities received aid and rebuilt quickly, while others struggled to regain their footing, highlighting the role of socio-political dynamics in disaster recovery. Such events underscore the importance of equitable and inclusive approaches to rebuilding, ensuring that all affected populations have the opportunity to recover and thrive. Education and public awareness play crucial roles in mitigating the impacts of earthquakes on human populations. Countries like Japan, which experience frequent seismic activity, have invested significantly in earthquake education and preparedness. Regular drills, public awareness campaigns, and a culture of readiness have equipped citizens to respond swiftly and effectively when earthquakes occur. This proactive approach not only saves lives, but also fosters a sense of agency and resilience within communities. Technological advancements, too, offer hope in the ongoing endeavor to reduce the human toll of earthquakes. Early warning systems, which detect the initial, less destructive seismic waves and provide seconds to minutes of advance notice, can enable individuals and systems to take protective actions. While these systems are not foolproof and are not yet universally available, they represent a significant step forward in earthquake preparedness, providing precious time that can make the difference between safety and harm. In reflecting on the human element of earthquakes, we are reminded of both our vulnerabilities and our capacities for resilience. These natural events, while beyond our control, offer opportunities to learn, adapt, and strengthen the bonds that connect us. As we continue to study and understand the science of earthquakes, we do so not in isolation, but with a keen awareness of their profound implications for society and the global community. It is through this lens of interconnectedness that we can better prepare for the uncertainties of the future, ensuring that when the Earth next stirs, we are ready to meet its challenge with knowledge, compassion, and a steadfast commitment to building a safer, more resilient world. In the grand tapestry of Earth's geological activity, earthquakes stand as one of the most dramatic expressions of the planet's restless energy. These sudden releases of tension within the Earth's crust manifest in waves of motion that ripple across landscapes, leaving profound marks on our world. As we probe the depths of these natural events, a question emerges from the intricacies of modern science. Could there be a connection between earthquakes and the changing climate? At first glance, it might seem implausible to link the slow, atmospheric transformations of climate change with the abrupt, often violent nature of seismic events. Yet, as we delve deeper, subtle threads begin to weave a narrative of interconnection, urging a more comprehensive understanding of Earth's complex systems. The Earth's crust is not a static shell, but a dynamic mosaic of tectonic plates, forever shifting and grinding against one another. These movements are primarily driven by the immense forces within the planet, such as mantle convection and the gravitational pull of the Sun and Moon. However, the surface of our world, with its oceans, ice caps, and atmosphere, can also exert influence over the crustal dance below. One notable aspect of climate change is the redistribution of mass on the Earth's surface. As glaciers and ice sheets melt due to rising global temperatures, the water they release is not merely absorbed by the oceans. It also redistributes weight across the planet's crust. This process, known as isostatic adjustment, can alter the stress balance in tectonic plates, Areas once compressed under the weight of ice may begin to rebound and rise, a phenomenon observed in regions like Scandinavia and parts of Canada, where land uplift continues long after the ice has receded. This rebounding can induce seismic activity, albeit typically minor in scale. The question remains whether such processes could influence larger, more significant earthquakes. Some studies suggest that the rapid melting of ice sheets could indeed increase the likelihood of seismic events in certain regions. For instance, the retreat of glaciers in Alaska has been associated with heightened seismic activity, as the land, relieved of its icy burden, adjusts to the new distribution of mass. Similarly, the weight of water stored in reservoirs can impact seismicity. The construction of large dams has, in some cases, led to earthquakes in previously stable regions. This phenomenon, known as reservoir-induced seismicity, highlights how human alterations to the landscape can influence geological processes. While these instances are isolated, they demonstrate the sensitivity of the Earth's crust to changes in surface loading. Beyond these direct mass redistribution effects, climate change's broader implications on weather patterns also warrant consideration. Changes in precipitation and temperature regimes can influence the stability of slopes and sediment layers, potentially triggering landslides or submarine slides capable of generating seismic waves. In this way, climate change may indirectly contribute to seismic hazards by modifying the preconditions for such events. Yet it is crucial to approach these connections with a measured understanding. The Earth's seismicity is overwhelmingly driven by tectonic forces, and the role of climate-induced changes in triggering large-scale earthquakes remains a topic of ongoing research and debate. The complexity of Earth's systems requires careful analysis to discern genuine correlations from coincidental occurrences. Current research in this field is a tapestry of multidisciplinary efforts, combining geology, climatology, and seismology. Scientists employ advanced modeling techniques to simulate how changes in surface mass distribution might interact with tectonic stresses. These models help to identify regions where climate change could exacerbate existing seismic risks or reveal new vulnerabilities. As researchers continue to refine their models and gather more data, the dialogue between climate science and seismology deepens. What emerges is not a simple causal link, but a nuanced interplay, where shifts in climate potentially nudge the Earth's seismicity in subtle ways. Understanding this interplay is vital as we navigate the challenges of a warming world, seeking to mitigate risks not only to human societies but to the intricate natural systems we inhabit. In pondering the potential connections between climate change and earthquakes, we are reminded of the profound interconnectedness of Earth's systems. From the atmospheric changes above to the tectonic movements below, our planet operates as a cohesive whole, each part influencing the others in ways we are only beginning to comprehend fully. As we continue this quiet exploration, it becomes clear that the story of Earth's seismic activity is not merely a tale of subterranean forces, but a narrative that includes the shifting climates and changing landscapes that shape our world. Through thoughtful inquiry and patient observation, we edge closer to understanding the delicate balance that sustains life on this remarkable planet, and in doing so, we gain humility and respect for the natural forces beyond our control. In contemplating the future of seismology, we find ourselves at a crossroads of technology and understanding. As we journey into this realm, we are greeted by instruments and methodologies that could, one day, transform our relationship with the Earth's restless crust. Seismology, a field once reliant on the simple seismograph, is now poised for a renaissance driven by technological innovation and interdisciplinary research. In the past, our grasp of earthquakes was largely reactive. The clattering of a seismograph needle was often the first signal of an event that had already begun to unfold. Today, however, we stand on the brink of a proactive era, where we might anticipate, rather than merely record, seismic activity. Central to this transformation is the integration of diverse data streams and the advent of sophisticated computational models. Perhaps the most promising development is the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning in seismological research. These technologies have the potential to sift through vast amounts of seismic data with a speed and precision that human analysts could only dream of. By recognizing patterns within this data, machine learning algorithms can help predict the likelihood of future seismic events. Such predictions are not about pinpointing the exact moment an earthquake will strike, but rather assessing probabilities based on historical patterns and ongoing observations. The increasing deployment of high-density sensor networks also plays a crucial role in enhancing our understanding of seismic phenomena. These networks, comprising thousands of small, interconnected sensors, are capable of capturing minute vibrations across extensive geographic areas. This detailed data allows researchers to construct more accurate models of how seismic waves travel through different types of geological formations. As our sensor networks become more comprehensive, our ability to detect and analyze low-magnitude seismic events improves, providing valuable insights into the precursors of larger earthquakes. In addition to terrestrial advancements, satellite technology offers a new perspective from above. Satellites equipped with radar interferometry can detect ground deformations with incredible precision, even from hundreds of kilometers away. This ability to monitor subtle shifts in the Earth's surface can provide early warning signs of stress accumulation along fault lines. The integration of satellite data with ground-based observations enhances our capability to forecast seismic activity and potentially mitigate its impact on human populations. Furthermore, the development of real-time monitoring systems promises to reduce the risks associated with earthquakes. Early warning systems, already operational in countries like Japan and Mexico, exemplify this potential. These systems rely on an intricate network of seismic sensors that detect initial tremors and send alerts within seconds. Although the warning time is brief, often just seconds to a minute, it is enough to trigger automated responses such as halting trains, securing sensitive equipment, and guiding individuals to safety. Yet, as we venture into this promising future, we must acknowledge the inherent uncertainties that accompany seismic prediction. The Earth's crust is a complex and dynamic system, influenced by countless variables that challenge our predictive capabilities. The quest to fully understand and anticipate earthquakes is not a sprint, but a marathon, requiring continuous research, collaboration, and innovation. The future of seismology also invites us to consider the societal implications of our advancements. How do we communicate seismic risks to the public in a manner that is both accurate and actionable? The development of effective communication strategies is as crucial as the technological innovations themselves. Public education and preparedness programs must evolve alongside scientific advancements, ensuring that communities are equipped to respond swiftly and calmly to seismic threats. As we reflect on the path ahead, we find inspiration in the collaborative spirit of the global scientific community. Seismologists, geophysicists, engineers, and computer scientists are working together across borders and disciplines, united by a common goal: to unravel the mysteries of the Earth's seismic activity and safeguard the lives and livelihoods of those who dwell upon its surface. In this ever-evolving landscape, seismology stands as a testament to human curiosity and resilience. Our journey is far from over, and with each step forward, we bring the dream of a more earthquake-resilient world closer to reality. As we look to the future, we hold fast to the belief that with knowledge comes the power to protect, to prepare, and perhaps one day to predict the very ground beneath our feet. As we draw our exploration of Earth's seismic history to a close, we find ourselves enveloped by the quietude of reflection. The vast tapestry of our planet's geological story is woven intricately with the threads of seismic activity. These movements of the Earth's crust, at once both fearsome and fascinating, hold the power to reshape landscapes, alter ecosystems, and influence the course of human history. Throughout our journey, we have ventured into the depths of the Earth, where tectonic plates shift and grind against one another. We have witnessed how their interactions manifest on the surface as earthquakes, each event a testament to the primordial forces that continue to mold our world. The immense energy released during these episodes serves as a reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet. Understanding earthquakes is not merely an academic pursuit, it is a crucial endeavor in safeguarding human lives and infrastructure. Our quest for knowledge in this field is driven by the desire to mitigate the impact of these natural phenomena. By studying past events, we gain insights into the patterns and behaviors of seismic activity, enabling us to develop strategies that protect vulnerable communities. The scientific community, armed with ever-advancing technology, strives to unravel the complexities of seismic phenomena. Seismologists employ an array of instruments and methodologies to monitor, record, and analyze earthquakes. Through this meticulous work, we deepen our comprehension of the forces at play beneath our feet and improve our predictive capabilities. Yet, despite significant advancements, the prediction of earthquakes remains an elusive goal. The Earth's crust is a complex and unpredictable system, where myriad variables interact in ways that often defy precise forecasting. It is a humbling reminder of the limitations of our knowledge and the need for continued inquiry. In this ongoing quest, collaboration between scientists, policymakers, and the public is paramount. Together, we can foster a culture of preparedness and resilience, ensuring that communities are equipped to withstand the challenges posed by seismic events. Education plays a pivotal role in this endeavor, as understanding the science behind earthquakes empowers individuals to make informed decisions and take proactive measures. Our journey through Earth's seismic history has illuminated the profound interplay between the planet's geological processes and the human experience. From ancient civilizations that interpreted earthquakes as divine messages to the modern world, where technology enables real-time monitoring and communication, our relationship with these natural phenomena has evolved significantly. As we reflect on this journey, we are reminded of the delicate balance that exists between humanity and the natural world. Earthquakes, while often destructive, are a fundamental aspect of Earth's ongoing evolution. They remind us of the planet's vitality and the ever-present forces that shape its surface. In acknowledging this, we gain a deeper appreciation for the planet we call home and the need to coexist harmoniously with its dynamic systems. The study of earthquakes also prompts us to ponder the broader implications of our actions on the environment. As we seek to understand and adapt to the forces of nature, we must also consider the impact of human activities on the Earth's delicate equilibrium. The choices we make today will undoubtedly influence the seismic landscape of the future, highlighting the importance of sustainable practices and responsible stewardship. In closing, our exploration of Earth's seismic history has been a journey of discovery and reflection. It has opened our eyes to the incredible power and beauty of the natural world, urging us to remain vigilant and curious. As we continue to seek knowledge and understanding, let us embrace the wonder of the Earth and its seismic wonders, and strive to protect and preserve the planet for future generations.